I think in the case of like the coronavirus or some of these viruses, I'm going to be very linear. Some of the herbs I want to use are ocotillo and red root to decrease lymphatic congestion. I think they're imperative. I think you can't fight viruses effectively unless you have some of my favorite lymph herbs are ocotillo, red root, milk thistle, cleavers. Those are the ones I usually put together in my move and flow, my lymphatic formula, because they all work synergistically really well together to make the lymph fluids less thick and cleaner. And for a long time, I only like focused in on red root and ocotillo and cleavers, didn't really understand the importance of the liver in the lymphatic world. And once I started putting milk thistle, because once you start getting the lymph moving and cleaning the lymph, and now it arrives down at the liver, and man, you don't want to like be dumping the trash in the liver that's already stressed out. So give it some milk thistle. So that's a great formula. That's my favorite. That's a phenomenal formula where maybe it's, I don't have my formula book with me, but I usually can keep these things fairly accurate in my mind. Red root and ocotillo will make 50% of the formula, 25 and 25. And, I remember, it's 30 and 20. So 30% milk thistle, 20% cleavers. Give or take 5% on one of them. And I'll adjust my formulas. I think I've mentioned this to y'all who've been my students for a while. All of my formulas change. The ingredients are all in that bottle, but the percentages I shift by 5% every batch.
And this is for a lymph?
That's move and flow formula, I call it. It's red root, ocotillo. Red root 25%, ocotillo 25%, milk thistle 30%, cleavers tincture 20%. Okay. Fabulous. For anywhere from 10 to 50 drops up to 3 times a day, depending on the need. But what I'm saying in the case of like the virus, we need to move the lymph. We need to get the lymph moving. So those plants can be part of the antiviral regime that you're doing.
So you're recommending we do the tea beforehand and then if someone actually gets sick, then we start this, or should we do the lymph before that?
I mean, pretty much because of our diet, stress patterns, there's nobody here that couldn't benefit from taking that move and flow or that lymphatic formula once in a while. Our lymph is always impaired. Our lymph is always sluggish. It's just the nature of the world we live in, right? And that's the lymphatic highway gets pretty littered. We have in our body, if I can remember, we have a couple 100,000 miles of lymphatic highway. If you were to take all the lymphatic capillaries and line them up, it's like 100,000 miles or some crazy number like that. And so it gets easily polluted, easily littered. There's a lot of lymphatic vessels. The lymphatic system is the interface between the muscular, skeletal, organ, blood circulatory system. It's what kind of keeps everything going, and feeds the finest. The lymphatic highway has the finest lymphatic capillaries at the extremities that are smaller than the diameter of your hair to bring in nutrients and remove waste from your tissue. At the furthest parts of your body are the fine threads of the lymphatic highway. And so it's huge, it's immense, and it easily breaks down and gets littered and congested anytime we have a viral or bacterial water is a great lymphatic medicine, right? Water is one of the great, to me, water sometimes is as good as red root and ocotillo. If water has been missing from your equation and your lymph is thick, you have lymphatic backup and congestion, oh my gosh, water is better than red root. Because that's what your tissue's been screaming for, and that's what drives the lymphatic highway is water.
For the full video and for more plant teachings, visit Wild Medicine School at the link below.